Hello and welcome to another week of Sambo iRacing. We're back at Lime Rock Park for the Chicanes edition with the double chicane in the BMW M2 CS Racing on iRacing for another track guide. Wow, that's a mouthful. If you are new to my channel, what we do is a hot lap, a breakdown lap, and then we're back in the cockpit one last time with the driving line on. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments and let's get the lap started. Okay, let's start the hot lap. So we're smashing it down the main straight, we're in 5th gear, coming up to the 2 marker, we're going to trail it really long down to 3rd gear. Going to clip this apex, just go over the thing a little bit, back out to the right hand side, little dab on the brakes, trail it off long again, cutting the inside corner in 3rd gear, go up to full power, little lift, clipping the corner again, back up to full power. Looking for the tree on the left-hand side. We're going to brake. We're only going to drop it down to 3rd gear. You can drop it down to 2nd, but you are going to probably engage traction control. And for the majority of people watching this, it will slow you down. If you do have perfect car control, there is a good chance that you can make 2nd slightly faster here. But I'm doing this for people that are looking at the rookie division. We want to cut both of those corners, maintaining the center of our car over the track so we don't get an X. Little lift through the final corner, onto the straight. Up to 5th gear, and over and across the line in a 101.677. So 1 minute, 1 second, 677 breakdown lap coming up now. Okay, let's start the breakdown lap. So, first braking point is actually just after the 4 marker on the left-hand side. So it's a lot earlier than any of the cars that we do track guides for here. So we're going to brake up to about 80%, there or thereabouts. We're going to drop it down from 5th down to 4th. We're going to start trailing off as we look to turn in towards the corner. And we drop it down to 3rd gear here. Now, as you see, I'm getting really close and just giving this apex a little kiss here, and I'm still trailing off. If you look, I've still got 5% brake pressure on. So all that I'm doing is slowly coming off the brake pedal, keeping all that weight over the front tires so that I can try and turn as best as possible. We know this car has mountains of understeer and then a kick of oversteer because it's a special little car that it is. Anyway, without getting back on the gas nice and early, halfway through Big Bend, as we approach turn 2, we're going to just give it a kiss at that corner. We're going to do a little lift down to about 78%, as you could see. Then we get back on the gas, over to the right-hand side. We're only going to get about halfway across the track before we need to start looking at this next apex here for turn 3. We're going to get on the brakes, only up to about 35%. Again, a long trail off, leaving it in 3rd gear. Starting to build back up on the gas. We're trying to cut this inside corner. We're only up at about 2/3 pressure because we can't go up to full until we straighten the wheel, and now we can get back up to 100% gas. And again, we're just going to do a little lift for this next corner. We can really kiss this apex here, the curbing on the right-hand side. Trying to straighten it out, go over this rumble strip on the right-hand side here. Now, usually when we're at Lime Rock, the braking marker is always when we're alongside the tree, but here we're about 2 car lengths before on the left-hand side when we brake again up to about 80%, which is about the sweet spot in this car without wanting to get the ABS massively involved. We're going to drop it down to 3rd gear. We're going to start trailing it off as we move towards the apex. We're going to leave it in 3rd gear, and we're going to get back on the gas. So as we're at the first apex, we're on about 80% brake gas pressure, and now we're back on 100%. Now, as I say, if you get this car absolutely bang on, and if you can avoid the traction control, I actually found it was slightly quicker going through in 2nd gear here. But I think for the majority of people watching this, 3rd is going to be the safer option. Too much torque in 2nd gear in this car. So we go absolutely flat out through the uphill, through the chicanes there. Back over to the left-hand side. Our braking marker is going to be just before the start of the curbing, as you see here on the right-hand side. Got this Marshall in the yellow having a good look at us. We're going to, again, brake up to about 80%, and we're going to do most of our braking in a straight line. We're now going to drop it down to 3rd gear. We're going to trail off as we look to be mid-corner, and we're going to turn in, and what we want to do is we want to get our right-hand tyres over this grass on the right-hand side, keeping the centre of our car over the rumble strip. If you do that, you can't go any further to the right than I am, but if you do that, then we're not going to get an off-track. Quick blast up to 100% pressure on the gas. Little lift here just to make sure that we're making the corner. Again, using the grass on the left-hand side. Back up to 100%. Over to left-hand side. Up to 4th gear. And as we turn in, we're just going to do one little lift to make sure that we get through the final corner. As you can see, we drop it down to about 50% before then looking to build back up to 100% as soon as we're off the curbing. And there we have it. That is the full lap over Lime Rock Chicanes in the BMW M2 CS Racing on iRacing. We have got the driving line lap coming up next. As always, thanks for your continued support. I've been Sambo iRacing, and I'll see you guys in the week. Cheers.